And it's great because this will give you, there's technology out there developed in California, and Oregon and Washington have adopted it, where if there's an earthquake, it will send you a notification saying, we have detected an earthquake, here's how strong it is, and here's how much time you have until it reaches your location.
Okay, so it'll use, I was about to ask that actually, will it use location services so you
Yes.
kind of know the exact threat of
Right.
where you are?
And you can set your phone to whatever parameters you want, but say that there is an earthquake that is a 5 magnitude, and say it strikes, for those of you that have been in the area, you'll remember the spring break quake from the 90s around Mount Angel. If we were to get that quake again, and today with technology, it would tell you you're going to experience shaking in 8 seconds, 7 seconds. So you have time to either duck and cover under a desk, or if you're close to an exit, get outside, which of course is the safest thing to do away from other buildings. So technology has increased in the last 20 years. So it's been really cool to see how we've been able to adapt to earthquake stuff here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, the fact that they have it down to the second, I mean, that is amazing that we
It
have
is really
those
cool.
resources. So thank you so much for speaking
My
with
pleasure.
us today, Bobby. We really appreciate it. And my next story for you guys this morning, a lot of people in Portland are going to be very familiar with this one. You might recognize it when I bring up an image, but we are talking about William Billy Jack Haynes from his time wrestling in Portland. So he was supposed to be in court today. There was a bail hearing for him, but that got moved. So it was scheduled for today. It has been moved to April 3rd. Or rather, it was supposed to be today, April 3rd. It's been moved to Monday, May 13th at 1 p.m. So we'll be tracking that. I want to give you a little bit of background on this case. So he is charged with killing his wife, 85-year-old Jeanette Becraft, in their home in the Lentz neighborhood. It was February 8th when this happened. Police got a call about a shooting, and it turned into an hours-long standoff between police and Haynes at the home. He was arrested and then charged with shooting and killing his wife. And he's also one of many wrestlers who filed a class action lawsuit against the WWE in the early 2000s. He alleged that the company was negligent regarding the brain health of wrestlers. So that case was dismissed in 2016, but it's going to be interesting to see if that topic comes up again. And then we do have a follow-up to a story that we first brought you back in the summer. So you may have seen Angelica Thornton's story last night. It was very sad. We've been trying to help this woman, so I want to talk to you guys about this. It's about a woman who lives just a few feet away from speeding traffic on I-5. So several viewers reached out about her to us. Her name is Vicky, and I know a lot of viewers, you have been very upset with the story. A lot of people reached out with an emotional response. So her camp is right next to an on-ramp to I-5 in North Portland. She's 60 years old and disabled. She only has one leg. So drivers have seen her army crawling through the area. It's just very concerning to people out there, very upsetting. And Vicky is out there in the heat, the rain, the cold, all of the elements. She uses a wheelchair to collect cans to survive. So Angelica and Mike Warner, they checked back in with her this week. They're trying to see what's happened to her over the past 7 months and, try to get her some help.
Who have you seen out here as far as people reaching out to try and help you get out of here?
The Christina lady. Not very many people. I think there was a social worker too. Her name was Caitlin. She's not around anymore though. Yeah, but she got so I could stay in a motel, for like a month at a time.
So Angelica has tried several times to get help for Vicky. Every bureau, agency, and nonprofit she has contacted does know her. But they all say they have offered services, but Vicky has refused. We do have an update, though, this morning. So after Angelica's story aired, an outreach worker sent a text that she's going to go out and try and help Vicky. We did just get an update. Angelica's out there with the outreach workers. They have located Vicky, so they're waiting for the outreach workers to get to where Vicky is right now. Angelica and Mike are currently with Vicky. So we're going to be talking with Angelica more about this story because a lot of people had questions and concerns. So yeah, if you have any specific questions that you want Angelica to answer tomorrow, for sure, be tuned in. She's going to be here. We're looking forward to that. All right, now let's take a live look outside. So this is from the standard camera over Portland. And yeah, it's not looking too good out there today. We've had a change in the weather lately. It was beautiful out before, but yeah, not anymore. Let's bring in Sarah Bagby right now. So Sarah, yeah, It's really not nice out today.
Sorry. No, yesterday was a record.
Yeah,
We actually
yeah.
hit a record yesterday with 78. For April 2nd, that's amazing.
And now we might see snow though.
Yeah,
so it's
now
just kind of
low
like
pressure came in.
almost 80s and then the possibility of snow
Of
in
snow.
some of the higher elevations.
Yeah, now
let
it's
me
just
pull
a
up the
mix,
7-day
though.
forecast.
Yeah,
for
I don't want to
us.
scare people into thinking it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, it's
snow
not gonna be
everywhere
bad. It's not gonna be
for
bad. It's just
maybe in
that
the
it's
Cascades.
it's just the fact that it's April. It's not gonna be
Yeah.
anything major, but yeah, it's just April.
It
We
is
shouldn't be seeing
unique
this.
to go from 80 degrees, almost 80 degrees, to 52 as being our high today. So quite a difference. Here's a look at the next 7 days, and you'll notice we are staying pretty cool. A normal temperature would be around 58, so we're at 54 for our high today, 51 tomorrow, 54 the next day. It just keeps going and going until the weekend. And then the weekend, it really could start warming up on Sunday. We're giving it 57 right now, which again is near normal. But Monday is when we're back to 60. Now, I want you to notice these low temperatures. We're going down to the 30s again. So it's going to feel really chilly at night. And that's when we're going to see that snow kind of mixed in with some rain up in the low elevations, 1500 level, Council Crest, Skyline. That's where you may see some of that.
So then, Sarah, is it going to be anything that would maybe impact the roads out there, or do you think it's going to stick?
Nope, it's not going to stick. It's not going to be an issue. It'll just be kind of weird, you
Yeah,
know, that
yeah.
we're in April and you see it on your windshield mixed in with rain. But anyone who lives in Skyline or Council Crest or in those higher elevations, they're used to that. So they know it's
100%.
kind of fine.
They
but
know it's
everywhere else,
coming.
it's kind of just normal spring weather, but a little chillier than normal.
And we're looking at the weather for Monday specifically for the solar eclipse era, but yeah,
Yes.
not
That's
here,
good, though.
unfortunately. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
pull it up right here.
Well, people here are going to get really excited
Yeah.
about it, even though they're not getting a full eclipse. They're still getting
No.
something.
So we can see that map from NASA right here. NASA laid out a really good map of the best areas that are going to see the solar eclipse. So yeah, you can see that line right there going from north down to south. Texas is in the line, as well as Carbondale, Illinois. It looks like Waco, Texas is going to have a pretty good view there, Sarah. I know a lot of people are headed to Texas for this.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. And a lot of people taking flights this year.
Yeah, they
to
are.
watch
They
it
are.
from the plane.
I actually did read online that it is going to be possibly one of the most traveled events
Yeah.
of 2024.
I was
so-
shocked they beat out Christmas and Thanksgiving. That's always the most traveled time.
Well,
but
I
it's
guess
actually
we'll
this.
see, but it's
Yeah.
based on the estimates
Yeah,
of what
we'll see.
Thanksgiving and Christmas will be. But I just thought it was interesting. I mean, I didn't realize so many people were that interested in the solar
Yeah.
eclipse, but I guess we're not going to see another one like this until 2040 something.
That makes it special.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Rhonda was talking to me about it earlier today and saying how spiritual it is. For some people,
yeah.
really have that connection with it spiritually. So you have that group too.
Yeah, I'm sad that we're not going to see it too much here in Portland, but maybe some of you guys are traveling. So if you do see it, let us know. Let us know if you had a spiritual experience.
Yeah,
I want
let
to
us
hear all
know.
about it.
We'll
It's
talk
so
about it here.
interesting. And then I want to talk about something else to do with April. So this is a great April Fool's joke. Let's pull this up right here.
Yes.
Yeah, so 7-Eleven, they said that they were inventing hot dog sparkling water. I will say, though, I think that they cheated because this was last week. Like, this was way before April 1st that we
Yeah.
talk about this originally.
Yeah, well, they marketed it like that. As
Yeah,
if,
yeah.
But that's all part of the joke.
I
We fell for
know.
it. We were fooled. We
We
actually
did
announced it.
fall for
I
it.
mean, that was the point. They wanted everyone to announce this disgusting flavor. I mean, I think Angelica was gagging while she
Yeah,
was talking
no.
about it. So we're kind of relieved that it's not
She
real.
literally was. Yeah,
there
no.
are some people who really are upset and they wanted to try it.
And that is my question. So 7-Eleven said that there were people who were interested in it. They were fielding multiple calls from people who wanted to get it. So I
Who
just have
are
a
these
few
people?
questions for who wanted it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
This has been a K2 News Digicast.